Yo, 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 yo. Due to the highly demand of just millions of people asking me to do this, definitely not because I'm bored and I'm waiting for Canada Free Practice 1 to start and none of my friends are online. Definitely. I will be showing you how to get good at Brazil because I just want to say I've seen some online laps around here and I am beyond, beyond belief of how disappointed I am. So here, I'm going to be showing you if I have two setups. Okay, yep. This is my setup. 9.6, 95.55. You know, the usual. How to get good. Suspension, brakes, and tires. Now, this is like I'm completely zoned out of doing a good lap, so I'm just going to basically show you um how. And there's two driving styles around here. Well, there's actually three, and it's minimizing just cleanness because you can be very aggressive through some corners and you will have nothing, and you could be, yeah. So I'm going to show you basically just how. So turn one is one of them corners where it's just be just be that guy, like. So starting the first lap, now I've done, you can see a 108. I just did a warm-up lap to remember kind of how, but this lap, I've done it in league races. This lap in equal just car performance can get you into 1.5, high 1.5s, low 1.6s. And I think, yeah, and if you're in a hacker lobby, you're done because they have the speed hacks and they'll just be doing this to you with their DRS. Like, so approaching turn one, again, find your breaking point with your setup and tweak your setup till you find that sweet spot. Then you're braking like on kind of this kind of green mesh yoke, and you're flicking the car in because the elevation changed to a downhill left right through the center S's, and the curbs are undulated incorrectly. So when you turn in here, you can kind of see racing line marks. So you kind of want to miss this kind of light kind of apex, and you want to aim for the dark one, and just give it a little chef's kiss. Okay, as you're turning in here, you want to find the sweet spot of corner cutting, as I like to call this corner, Team Marduk corner, because it's corner cutting, and we all know him at corner cutting. So you want to find your sweet spot, and you will be on this curb. But I see a lot of people run out wide, get away from this curb, and kind of aim. You'll see it here. I'll show up. There's another curb that people like to get to. So when you're on this, stay on it. Kind of use it, because these curbs rotate. So by now, no one's on this curb anymore. Here you can see it flattens out. If you look to my left and my right, most of yous, or if not every single person here, will be on that right curb out there, and they would be the bottom of the straight, nearly a tenth down just from this alone. Stay on this white line, follow it. This circuit you can save so much time from shortening the distance. Now this corner is another corner, this whole circuit, to be honest. You brake, blah 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 blah, find your braking zone, suit your setup. Use this corner to rotate the car. When you hit this corner at high speed with different kind of throttle adjustments to different braking styles, you can rotate the car so much quicker. And basically, let's just say this: when you get on this corner here. If your rear is unstable from using it's either because you use too much inside curb for rotation, or you're one of two things. You're getting on the power too early or too hard, so your throttle off and on differential is horrible, and you just have a steel foot that drops to the floor. Or you are setup is bobbing off this and you're losing the rear with the setup of choice. So if you're having problems, it's to do with you. Try change it, and also if it's still not changing after you changing it, it's your setup and you want to tweak. But that is what I can say for that. But instantly, as you can see, it's down to uphill, to a left, to a right, where you do not want to kill these tires already. If your tires are dead, set up again, you know, and change little things in your driving type. As you aim for this, everyone kind of avoids it, but you want to kind of just have your tire on it. People run out wide to this kind of apex here. No. Save track. Another thing I see a lot of people do is they'll be in gear 7 here coming up to this. Your rev isn't maxed, but they upshift to downshift. When you upshift, you re-gauge the tires faster. So you are basically traveling, let's say, faster into the corner, but it actually somehow, when you think, oh, I'm going faster into the corner, that's better. No, you're boosting the car forward in top line speed for like 2 meters. So you go into gear 8 and now your car's unsettled and you will ruin it. Stay in gear 7. Going into this. Downshift once for the apex. And again, curb for rotation, you want to be on this white line then. Chef kiss that, run out wide and find the limit on this curb. Then this is where the mechanical grip of your setup. This is where you want the mechanical grip. Again, inside curb, rotation. Line yourself up for maximum amount of curb. Again, rotation. Get off this about midway through and just roll the car up onto this curb. Again, run out wide, brake. If you use anti-lock brakes, you want to be off them as quick as you can into this corner, but still doing what I'm doing here. If you lose lock brakes, or if you don't use it, like, you can still lock up. Make sure you learn this corner and brake perfectly nearly every time, because this corner can save you some races. Basically, when you get on this apex, rotates you. You miss this outside curb and you're already here, but because of that rotation you've carried a lot more speed and you can tell if the person's close. Power to the metal to this is flat with a good setup. Run out wide here. This is where you can decide on what you are about to do. If the person's on you, maybe brake a little bit early if there's enough distance and leave the inside so he goes for a dive in the race. But in qualifying, what I mean is you want to take the perfect amount of curb to rotate this car, but if you use an inch, not even, like a trillionth of a millimeter too much, you are going to be in that grandstand, maybe even further. This corner is a love-hate. So when you use this, it should rotate you when you learn it, out onto this curb. Now, don't do what I'm doing and get on the grass, because I bet you when I come off this it'll be probably invalid. But you want to kind of just keep a tire on the white line, get off this, kind of use this, and again, this is where you save lap time. Just use this inside curb, stay close to the white line, learn how much you can cut off here, straight to the line, bang. There should be, when you learn the corners, your braking zones, every kind of thing, like even if you load my setup and you're not fast with it, like it'll take a couple laps, but also to get used to it, but also you have to remember not loading other people's setups is good all the time. You need to find what suits you and suits you for every track. And when you find that balance of, if you like, understeery, oversteery kind of setups, you can kind of work on fine tuning it, then fine tuning it to your tracks and all that. If you're a late breaker, early breaker, if you like carrying more speed or less speed, or all this, right? You can fine tune everything, and not always pushing is an option. It's kind of just calm pace, master it, and work your way up. And then once you've fine tuned your lap, you'll just see, oh, this is a beautiful lap, consistently 108s. Then you're consistently, next thing you know, in the 1.7.5s, then you're the 107s, then you're the high 16s, low 16s. You will benefit more from learning a track to the prestigious, where you can get it exactly where you want every millimeter, rather than pushing and then realizing, oh, I pushed my tires too much in this stint of the race, my tires are gone. Then once you all you know is how to push, your tires go out the window, your pace is dissipating more. That's why if you fine tune it, learn how to do all like tire saving, ERS saving, everything like this, and fine tuning your lap perfectly with any amount of tire wear, you will benefit massively. Now this is my lap around Brazil. I will do other tracks, and if you want any other track guides on just how to get better, or setup wise, or any recommendations and like all that, drop a comment. Feel free. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this helped you in any way possible. And yeah, peace.